Hello there guys, UltraGamer64 here, and today I've got a new movie collection video for you guys. Now this time I'm going to be going over all of my normal horror movies. So these are the movies with killers that use knives, machetes, axes, all that different kind of stuff. And I have a crap ton of them because I'm going to go through my family's collection, not just mine. You're going to see my collection, my personal one right here, and then the other parts are going to be the horror movies that my family has collected over the years. So without further ado, let's get into it. The very first movie, and the oldest in my collection, is Psycho. Now this is a really good movie. It's in black and white, so some of you may have to get over that, but it is a great movie. It has a good story. The kills are very, very nice, and fun fact, it was the first movie to ever show toilet flushing. Not sure why you want to know that, but it's still a great movie, and you should definitely check it out. It should be pretty cheap nowadays. I mean, it's really old, so you guys should have no problem finding it. The next movie is Halloween with Michael Myers. This is a really, really good movie as well. It stars Michael Myers, the Boogeyman, and it's a great story, really, really good. And the second one was pretty good as well, even though I don't have it yet. But it's a really good movie. Definitely check it out. And Michael Myers is just such a cool character and such an unstoppable, like, literally force of nature. And it's just cool to see him get played out in these movies and everything. So if you want to go check it out, then I would definitely recommend it. Again, since mine's on VHS, most of my horror movies, or the classic ones at least, are on VHS. So you should have no problem finding it. The next movie is Scream, my favorite horror movie, and probably, no, not my favorite movie. Eventually we'll get to my favorite movie, but this is my favorite horror movie ever. I love the characters. I love Ghostface, the killer. He is awesome. He is my favorite horror movie killer of all time, no matter what. And his movies are just amazing. Well, except for the second one, but we'll get to that. I love the characters, I love the killer, I love the plot, I love the twist ending. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, even though this movie is old as well, so I don't think I would be spoiling anything. But who knows, some of you might not have seen it. But, I've watched this movie, easily over 50 times, and I still enjoy it. It's a great movie. Definitely, definitely, definitely check it out. The next movie is Predator 2. Now, this isn't really a horror movie, it's more of a sci-fi monster movie, but since he does kill people, and he's in the human world, I'm just going to kind of consider it a horror movie, but this could lean either way, sci-fi monster or horror. But it's a pretty decent movie. Compared to the first one, it's not as good in my opinion, but it's still pretty good, and it has the Predator in it, so why not watch it? The next movie is My Bloody Valentine 3D. Now this was a really, really cool movie. The killer is really, really neat and very, very creative in a way. It is the remake, it's not the original one. But I really like the killer. I really, really liked the twist ending. The twist ending really caught me off guard, and it was really, really weird to see how that could play out and how the events actually happened through the eyes of one of the characters. And it was just a great ending, great movie, and I really enjoyed the killer as well. He was silent the entire time, never said anything, kind of like a Jason effect, but his costume is really cool, and his inspiration is really cool. So definitely check this movie out if you have not. The next movie is Scream 3. Wait, where's Scream 2? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna go Scream 1, 2, then 3, then 4. Scream 2. I was not into this one. Mostly because I didn't feel Ghostface was as clever in this one as he was in the first one. And just the characters were a little dull, and I didn't really enjoy them. And plus, the night that I watched this, I was sick, so I wasn't really following the story to begin with. I could probably rewatch it, and I'd maybe like it, but I wouldn't recommend this one. This one is definitely the weakest of the Scream series. The next movie is Scream 3. This one I enjoyed much, much more. The order of how I like the Scream movies is 1 is my favorite, then 3, then 4, then 2. 3 was a really good one. I can't remember much about it, but I know I really enjoyed it when I watched it, and of course it has Ghostface back to his normal thing. He's much more clever in this one than he was in the second one, but still a great movie, and you should still definitely check it out. And the next movie, going along with the Scream movies, of course, is Scream 4. Now, this is my third favorite Scream movie. 3 barely surpasses it, but this one is still very, very good. I really like the kills. I really like Ghostface in this one. He is very, very threatening, very unique in his kills. His kills are some of the best in the 4th one, just because it's newer and you can get away with a lot more in a way. I'm not going to touch upon censoring, but in a way you can get away with a lot more nowadays. And this one really shows it. Unique kills. The killer is still great. The characters are good. And I really enjoyed it. The next movie is Smiley. It doesn't have a front, so I'm just going to open it up and show you the disc. There it is. This is actually an independent film, as far as I know. I don't think it was in theaters or anything, but it actually has 2 YouTubers. Tobias, whatever you call him, and Shane Dawson. So that was really cool to see them in this movie, especially Shane Dawson, because he's always, like, really hyped up and funny in his videos and everything. And it was kind of cool to see him in a more serious role, even take a very important role later on in the movie. And it provided pretty nice scares. It's all jump scares. There's no, like, situational horror or anything like that. Every single scare in this movie is a jump scare. And the characters were really good for a solo movie. And just everything was cool about it. And the killer is very unique. As you can see him right there on the front. I'm not sure if you guys can see him. You probably can. But he is a really unique killer and very, very threatening and frightening. The next movie is Mirrors. Now, this movie is kind of unique in a way, for the simple fact that it is not a physical killer. Basically what goes on, you look, so, I don't want to say, I'm going to say the basic story. This woman gets put in this, like, room of mirrors, by some people. I can't remember who they are. But, basically she possesses the mirrors, and whenever you look into a mirror and look away, that mirror comes to life. And it can kill you however it wants. For example, one of the kills, the mirror breaks the girl's jaw, literally. Takes her jaw, rips it open. So, this movie has very unique kills, and it's basically all of the characters commit suicide. So, very unique, very unique movie, all in its own. Very unique concept. I really enjoyed the kills and the story, and it was a very, very good movie. I was pleasantly surprised, actually. The next movie is Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, this one is good. Very good, actually. The very first one. But, as they went on, they started to get crappy, but we're not talking about those ones. We're talking about this one. But, very good story. I really enjoyed the killer in this movie. Again, very unique. And just the way that he kills you through your nightmare is very, very cool. And you guys should definitely check this movie out if you have not. And the final movie in my personal collection is Friday the 13th. You guys all know that juggernaut named Jason. But he's not in this movie. It's his mom. His mom does a pretty good job of killing the campers off. Especially the arrow through the throat. I really enjoyed that one. The end is pretty good. And little fun fact that you guys did not know about me. When I was around 4 or 5, I watched this movie. Well, no, I didn't watch it all. I started at the very end when Jason's mom meets that camper. And I watched it all the way through, had no problem. When she was on the canoe and Jason lunges out and grabs her, that scared me so bad. I'm serious, 4 or 5 years old. I did not sleep that entire night, and it gave me a phobia of horror movies for about 8 or 9 years, that one scene in this movie. And it's a great scene, considering that it did that to me. I love horror movies now, of course. But just considering that that one scene did that, really puts this movie high on my list for favorite horror movies. It's below Scream, but it's up there. Just knowing that it can do that to you and some other people out there, this movie's great. I mean, you gotta love it. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of this collection video. If you guys enjoyed it, then leave a big like. And remember to keep on gaming, stay amazing, and I will see you guys next time.